Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have round 2 or the semifinals for bracket number 1 of the EWT. We're taking on the man himself, AutoMatthic, the dude who runs this whole thing. And okay, so this is the 6 that he brought. So it's pretty much what I expected, but he brought the Stunfisk over the Vaporeon, which I am honestly perfectly okay with. Vaporeon was a little bit annoying, but this team is essentially what I was expecting. So this is, again, semi-final, so whoever wins goes into the finals to take on either CB Marcus or the other person. CB Marcus or Ginginese, I think it is. So it is kind of like semi-finals, but if, well, we still have another bracket round, like 2 other brackets to go, so it's all good if we lose here. It's not like the end of the world. It's not like we're out, just in case you aren't like familiar with what we're doing this season. This matchup is kind of cheeks because I have a rain team and this man has Rillaboom plus Tapu Koko, so it's really not what you want to see against a rain team, but I think I have a pretty decent decent game plan. Shout outs to the homie in the front offices, Cherry, Bruno, Mario, and Hayes for helping me out, building and mocking me. So I think I'm just going to lead off with Seismitoad here because I envision him leading off with the Bronzong. Essentially anything that's not the Rillaboom I am okay switching into or staying in on, and if he does lead off with the Rillaboom, then we will end up just going out into our physically defensive Rocky Helmet Dragalge, which is a little bit unexpected check to Rillaboom when I do have a Zapdos, but I thought like offensive Zapdos just does so well here that I didn't want to just force Zapdos into like a defensive role, so we'll see what he brings. Okay, so he starts off with the Sparkman himself, and I'm leading off with Kevin. Kevin from accounting. By the way, if you get the nicknames, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm still waiting for somebody to say they know them so I can kiss them in the mouth. I don't think there's any reason he stays in here. I very much envision him switching out into something. I am okay going for a knockoff. I think I'd value a knockoff over rocks more because I'm quite certain that Victini and Mandibuzz are going to be boots. Getting chip on this Tapu Koko would be pretty nice with boots, but I think I'm just going to click knockoff just in case something like the Bronzong or the Rillaboom switches in. Okay, so he actually goes straight for the Grass Knot. Interesting. We'll be able to just go ahead and scat out damage here. This pops our Rindo Berry. That did from 211 to 139. We'll see what type of item he is as well. Something I actually do really want to see. Was he Boots? He was Shuka Berry. Okay, so that's why he felt comfortable staying in. So we were essentially just countering each other in that sense. I'm pretty sure he's just going to U-turn out. So I'm going to go out into my Dragalge. Gonna go into my Dragalge. Actually, I was calculating that completely wrong. That is not Modest Tapu Koko. That is Timid, and that's a min roll for Timid Tapu Koko. Okay, so he's just gonna hard switch out. Interesting. Goes on to Esteban, which is the it's the Bronzong. It's not really what I wanted to see, because this means he's going to get free rocks up, which is obviously not what you want to see here, but it is what it is. I could take this opportunity to get up my Toxic Spikes. Or I can go ahead and switch back out into Seismitoad, which I think is what I am inclined to do right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go out into my Seismitoad. It's all good if he goes ahead and sets up his rocks. I just don't want him to go ahead and click like Psychic and do a chunk to my Dragalge because I need that thing super healthy for the Rillaboom. But I assume we're just going to see. Okay, so he just goes for the EQ actually. Interesting that he would pack EQ while he has a Rillaboom. I find that actually very, very amusing. I'm just gonna go ahead and knock off again. I need to get this this Bronzong chipped down because it's truly the only thing that switches into my Zapdos, because obviously Stunfisk is going to get blown back by a Weather Ball, so that should be pretty fun. I need to knock this thing off, make sure it doesn't have reliable recovery, make sure that it's not doing any fancy shenanigans. This thing could also pack Grass Knot, but Seismitoad, if I went for Earthquake there, that would have been pretty good, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter. He switches back out into Sparkman. Man, that is annoying. That is annoying that you would do that. Why would you do that? I should have just gone for rocks. It's all good, though. Do I think he's going to go ahead and Grass Knot here again? He's seen that I have the Dragalge, so I don't know if he will switch. And I also have like a Zapdos, so I don't think him going for Grass Knot is his play here, so I'm going to try to get up my rocks. As he does, just go for the Grass Knot again. Okay, so Seismitoad is going to go down. We don't get rocks up, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's really not the end of the world. It's really, really not the end of the world. So it's all good in that front. I think at this point in time, I'm just going to go out into... I think I'll go out into my Dragology, and I'm going to go ahead and click Flip Turn. Because he's going to go into Bronzong, and then I can go ahead and go into Aegislash from there. And I'm going to try to just kill Mandibuzz. I'm just going to try to Head Smash Mandibuzz. Ideally, I would be able to chip Mandibuzz down a little bit so I don't take too much recoil from Head Smash, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I think it's perfectly fine for me to do that. He may be like Choice Scarfed. I could see him being Choice Scarfed actually, because Cherry brought that in a mock against me. So I could definitely see him being Choice Scarfed. I can definitely see that happening. And as I say that, he just goes for the Volt Switch. He's definitely not Choice Scarfed. 161 to 139. I think this is just like max special attack Timid Coco or some sort of like variant of that. He's not modest or anything. He may have a little bit of HP, but nothing too crazy. Goes out into Esteban, which is the Bronzong. Which is in fact the Bronzong. So we just go ahead and Flip Turn out. Going to go ahead and Flip Turn out. And I think I can go out into my Aegislash here. Yeah, I'm going to go out into my Aegislash right now. I'm going to click SD, and then as he switches into Mandibuzz, I'm going to go ahead and Head Smash it. I think that's what I want to do right now. So he takes the he has leftovers, which is good to see. So I'm just going to go ahead and click my Swords Dance. I'm going to take a butt ton from recoil from Mandibuzz, but between like leftovers, King Shield, and then hopefully some grassy terrain, I'll be able to like get a little bit more health back. So he's going to go into Bird. I'm going to go ahead and Swords Dance. I want a King's Shield just to sort of like say, oh, I don't really know what this thing is going to go for. Even though I expect this thing just to go for Foul Play, I just want to go ahead and King's Shield just to like scout. In case he tries to scout for my Head Smash, it's like a safe play here. He is just going to stay in, so I should be able to bop it next turn with the Head Smash. What's he going to go for? Foul Play. Okay. I'm still going to potentially die from his mind, like, oh, Foul Play still kills him from here. But I'm just gonna go ahead and click Head Smash, and fingers crossed we go ahead and hit so we can get rid of this Mandibuzz, and then we're a lot more free to do stuff because Mandibuzz's fatness isn't going to trouble us anymore. So please hit the Head Smash Aegislash, that'd be awesome. Yep, we hit the Head Smash. Okay, so that Mandibuzz is dead. Mandibuzz is dead and gone, which is perfect. Because I hate Mandibuzz and it's fat and I don't like it. We take so much recoil, as you can see there, but we have leftovers, we have King's Shield, so Aegislash can still be useful as like a more of a late game cleaner and stuff, so that's gonna be pretty nice. He didn't get his rocks up yet, no, so that's good. I don't know if Bronzong's gonna have rocks or if Stunfisk is going to have them. Potentially Stunfisk is going to have rocks. It's a little bit annoying, but I think ultimately it is fine. Alright, so he's gonna go into the Monkey, which is the Rillaboom, which is sort of like what I expected. He gets up the Grassy Surge, which is actually really good. I would very much like to King's Shield here, but I also feel like he's just going to like SD, so I think I want to go out straight into my Dragology. I would love to say and get King's Shield, get leftovers, and then the fucking Grassy Surge, but it's just not on the card. So I'm just gonna go out into my Dragology straight away. And he clicks High Horsepower. Okay, so he actually is packing that. Interesting. Interesting. Can I check anything from that? I'm actually surprised that he's High Horsepower when like he high horsepowered raw into my potential Zapdos coming in, which I thought was extremely weird, but it is what it is. I'm kind of tempted to just go ahead and try to get Toxic Spikes up. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Toxic Spikes up. I think he's gonna going to knock off. He goes for High Horsepower again. That is so weird to me when I have like a Zapdos in there. I know that he's probably saying like, oh, but I have a yeah, I don't know. That's super weird to me, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna go out into Zapdos now, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the double out into my Politoed. I'm gonna pull out a double into my Politoed because he's definitely going to bring in the Stunfisk in, so I'm just gonna go out into Politoed. There's no reason he stays in and goes for Stunfisk. I don't know, that just felt weird to me how he would like high horsepower, especially twice when I have a Zapdos back there. I guess he's like, oh, I have a Stun Fisk, I can easily go out into it, but at the same time, I don't know if that's exactly how that works, but it is what it is. This Rillaboom, by the way, is faster than my Zapdos, so that's a jolly Rillaboom, which is very, very strange to me, but it is obviously to each their own. I'm sure he has a reasoning too as to why he would do such thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and click Weather Ball, because if he wants to switch in Rillaboom, then he's gonna have a really hard time like after I go into Zapdos the next turn. So it is what it is. I still have a Spec Sylveon in the back, but a little bit unfortunate. So he's going to go ahead and switch out into potentially Bronzong. No, he does go back out into the Rillaboom. Okay, that is very, very interesting to me. Weather Ball comes off, should do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, that did a decent amount. I don't think that's like I don't think that's what do you call it, Assault Vest or anything. So now I could go out into Zapdos. He could at the same time just U-turn. I am Rindoberry. I meant to stay in here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click Ice Beam. Could be a misplay, but he does go for the U-turn. Okay, I'm expecting him to be pads. Like, that's the only thing that really makes sense here, right? So I'm expecting him to be pads. But we'll get an Ice Beam off. If he goes out into Bronzong, that gives me my Zapdos, which is obviously what I want. This thing is so fat and annoying, and I hate this thing. I'm just gonna have to like hard predict like Shadow Ball and just do a lot of damage to this thing. Yeah, I really wish he would have let off with it, so I could have clicked Knock Off and just like done so much damage to this thing, but it is what it is. I think we're just gonna see a Toxic come off right now, but I'm not exactly sure. I think my play is still 100% of the time to go out into Zapdos and just try to click Weather Ball. I think that is the play. I think that is my play for sure. We'll go into Sprint and Zapdos, the Electric City. What's he gonna go for? Going Toxic? No, he doesn't miss. Okay, that's all good though. That's all good. That is all good in the hood. Yeah, the play right now is just to click Weather Ball, even though I know this thing is going to stay in. He's probably gonna be like Protect too, and it's gonna be some annoying like Toxic Protect set, I think. Yeah, this Bronzong is going to be very, very annoying to kill. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click Weather Ball, but I think we're gonna see a Protect here. I think we're gonna see a Protect. Yeah, he is. Oh, that's so annoying, bro. Fuck. I don't know how I'm gonna break through this Bronzong. It's just so fat and so... ugh, so annoying to kill, bro. Just die, please, and thank you. Just die. Just die. Alright, Aegislash is still my win con. That's still okay on that front. I think he's just going to go ahead and Toxic again, but I think my play is still to go out into into the Politoed. Just try to force something to happen here. Try to force something to happen here. Is he going to click Toxic again, or does he have like any rock type move maybe for my Zapdos? Probably just Toxic again. He's going to withdraw out into Potato, which is this thing. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I mean, this is the turn. I just have to go out into... because if I Weather Ball, what he's going to switch out into? If he goes Rillaboom, that's another chunk that thing's taking, and I have Ice Beam, Brindoberry, so I can potentially still knock it out. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Weather Ball again. This is looking like a really tough matchup to win, because I don't know, because since I don't get rocks up and I have to chip down Coco too much, like Aegislash at +2 can like two-shot it, but I'm way too low for it to like be a viable like plan of like taking a hit and shit, so it's going to be very annoying. So he's just going to stay in and take this Weather Ball to the face, which is awesome, because he's going to take a huge chunk. Is he going to discharge? Yeah, he does just discharge. But that's fine by me. That's honestly fine by me. That did a decent amount of damage, but that's okay. I am fine with that. I need to kill the Bronzong, bro. That's the thing that I need to kill the most. I think I'm okay with Ice Beaming this turn. Ice Beam should still kill this thing. And if he goes out into Monkey, then we're fine. He doesn't go out to Monkey. I'm just going to Ice Beam and this kills. Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, perfect. All right, he goes out into his Sparkman, which I don't really have anything to switch into this thing now. So I think I have to switch. I think I have to like... yeah, I think I have to switch out at this point in time. No, I don't think I can switch out, actually. I don't think I can switch out because I don't really have anything to switch into. Like, I don't want to go Zapdos, take a Thunderbolt, and then something else. So, do I need the Rain anymore? I mean, the Rain would be nice because of Victini, and, like, this is my Victini switch in. But it's not fully necessary. Because, again, Yeah, I think I just have to click Weather Ball and just sack this thing. Yeah, he goes for Thunderbolt. Okay, that's definitely going to kill me. A little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Fine. I think I can go Sylveon now, and I think I'm forced to click Shadow Ball. I think I'm forced to click Shadow Ball here. Yeah, because if Bronzong switches in, then, like, we're back to, like, square zero, and I don't think that is a very good thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click Shadow Ball. I have to. This should be able to 2-hit KO the Bronzong unless it's Kazee. We take a Volt Switch to the face. He's going to see that we're not very bulk invested. That does actually do a very decent chunk of damage. But Shadow Ball, like, two-shots him, so I think that's what I have to go for here. I think that is what I have to go for. The only thing... Yeah, I don't even know what I'm setting up an SD on, to be honest. I don't even know what Aegislash sets up an SD on. Vex Shadow Ball should be able to 2-hit KO this thing no matter what. Yep, that is... within that 2-hit KO range. We get a Spadef drop, which is good. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world. The thing is, like, I don't even want to kill this because this is the only thing that I can get up an SD on. So it's like, I don't even want to kill this thing, but I'm spexed into it. And if I don't kill it, I might struggle with it later on. So I just have to Shadow Ball. I just have to Shadow Ball right now. Oh, what are we gonna see? Yeah, I don't feel too confident in us winning this one. The matchup was always going to be rough. Again, when you take on a Coco Rillaboom team and you have a Rain team, it's always an uphill battle from Team Preview. And that early game definitely did not go it didn't go exactly how I wanted it to, right? Because the way I wanted to do it was knock off the Bronzong early so he doesn't get leftovers back. Okay, so he's going to switch out and actually give me a good chunk of damage on something. Goes out into the Monkey, which is perfectly okay with me. Perfectly okay with me. I'm expecting this thing to be pad, so this thing is still going to take a very decent chunk from Shadow Ball. Boom. Yep, that is very good damage. That is very good damage. I'm thinking I might want to go out into... Zapdos right now, so that's what I'm going to do. I kind of expect him to just U-turn out, but at the same time, he could be inclined just to go for a Grassy Glide. And if that's the case, I'll just go ahead and kill this thing off. Hopefully I hit my Hurricane. Hopefully I land the Hurricane. That would be quite nice, actually. I think we're going to see a Grassy Glide here, right? Yeah. Okay, so he does just go for the Grassy Glide, which is all fine and dandy. This thing is faster than me, so I don't think there's any point of me doing anything else other than just Hurricaning him and hoping I hit. If he goes out into the Bronzong, it is a little bit annoying, but on a Protect, like, I can try to get into Aegislash for free. While the terrain is up, maybe I can take an Earthquake and then SD from there. And I think that's really the only opportunity I have to win this game, to be honest. That's potentially Kazee Victini if he hasn't brought it out yet. If I had U-turn on this set, that would be so nice, but I don't have U-turn, unfortunately, so it is what it is. So Hurricane, it does come off. We do land it, fortunately. Doesn't really do all that much damage, which is unfortunate. We get the Confusion, which is pretty nice, I guess. Pretty nice that we managed to get that Confusion. And I think I have to go out into Aegislash right now. I think that's my only... Because this is the only time... Is Terrain still up? Yeah, it is. Okay. I think he might go for a Protect here. If he goes for Earthquake and he catches me switching in, then that's just it. Then I think I'm dead. But I think this is my only play. I think this is the correct play, the only play I can make right now. If he gets hit in Confusion, that'd actually be pretty nice. Oh, he goes for Protect. Okay. Is Terrain still up? Please be up still, Terrain, for the next turn. Don't go away. Don't go anywhere, Terrain. Please stay right where you are. Is it going to stay up? I think I have one. I think it's one more turn of Terrain, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Swords Dance. I'm going to get ahead and Swords Dance. If he gets hit in Confusion, that'd be so nice, because then I can get to +4, and getting to +4 would be incredibly good. Please get hit in Confusion. Bro, I'm never lucky. I hate this game. I hate this game. Okay, I don't think... I still don't think... but the next one is going to be out of terrain, so I think I'm kind of forced to kill him. I think... Unless terrain still has one more turn, which I highly doubt. I don't think there's enough terrain turns. I think this is the last turn of terrain, actually. Yeah, it went away. Okay. Okay, so it essentially comes down to this. If I SD and he hits himself in confusion, I think I have a pretty good shot at winning. If he doesn't get it hit in confusion, then Shadow Sneak is the correct play. I think I have to go for Shadow Sneak. I don't really think I have any other option, so I'm just going to go ahead and click Shadow Sneak. I don't think I have any other option other than just going for Sneak right now. Don't think there's any other option for me than going for Sneak. We do get the Sneak off. Okay, that kills the Bronzong. I don't think Coco is low enough to like be in the range of this thing, but Coco, offensive pivot. Yeah, if I'm at +2 in Blade form, I do 57 to 68 if he's uninvested, which he's always going to have a little bit of investment, but yeah, that's not looking great. Shield. I mean, maybe I can, like, if I King's Shield one more turn, then maybe I can go ahead and live a Thunderbolt, but it will be very, very dicey to see if that is a possibility. Electric Surge goes up. I think no matter what, I'm going to King's Shield. Yeah, it's not enough this turn, but I think maybe next turn it would be enough. And if only Bronzong got confused once, that would have been really, really nice, actually. If Bronzong got confused once, it would have given me another SD, but it is what it is. It is what it is. King's Shield, he goes for Volt Switch. I think I can actually live a Volt Switch if I'm not mistaken, but I don't think I'm in positioned to risk that. Volt Switch does, yeah, so I'm at 67 HP, right? So 67, that's 46%. I have a 56% chance to die. With that being said, I think I have to sack off my Zapdos right now. Fuck, but I don't think I can SD in front of anything else. Maybe that was a misplay. I don't know. Maybe that was a misplay. But I think he's just going to click Thunderbolt now. I think that's his play. He does still just click the Volt Switch. Interesting. Very, very interesting. At least I can see what he goes out into. But yeah, maybe that was a misplay. Maybe I should have stayed in and just Shadow Sneak. But I did not think he was going to Volt Switch out, because that could have potentially lost him the game if he Volt Switched out right there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He goes out into Victory. I don't think he'll be banded, so I don't think he can OHKO my Sylveon. I don't think he has any way of OHKOing my Sylveon, so I need to go out into Sylveon and click Specs Shadow Ball. Yeah, I don't know if I can win this now. Maybe that was a misplay with Aegislash. I don't know. I don't know if it was, though. That's the interesting part, because by Shadow Sneak, maybe Rillaboom would still have been able to Grassy Glide me. I don't know. It is interesting to see, though. Very, very interesting. So I think I just have to like try to get damage at this point and maybe hope that Aegislash can do it. Psyshock, okay, I should be able to live this unless you're Specs. Yeah, we live that. Shadow Ball comes off. He's not Kazee-Berry. Okay, so this is going to do a lot of damage. Okay. Is he like locked in maybe? If he's locked into Psyshock, that'd be really, really good. We'll see if he goes for Psyshock again or not. Does go for Psyshock again. That could mean nothing. That could very well mean nothing. What do we think he'd be Choice Scarfed Victini here? I really don't think he'd be Choice Scarfed Victini. I think that would be like not the wave. You know what I mean? I think that would be not the wave. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to King's Shield. I think I have to King's Shield, see if he's locked into Psyshock or not. I highly doubt that he would be, and if he is, I think he's switching out into Tapu Koko, but at least that gives me another round of leftovers, potentially. I don't know. Maybe this will... I don't know if they're misplays or not. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Gonna King's Shield. I doubt we'll see a side shock here. I really don't think he has any reason to be scarfed or anything. Yeah, he just goes straight for it. The blue flare. Obviously, I cannot SD on this thing, otherwise I will die. So I think my play is just to sneak. My play is just to sneak. Play is just to sneak. It's a little bit unfortunate that I don't think. I think at this point, I think we lost. I think it's safe to say we lost because Rillaboom is way too healthy, or I'm not healthy enough to like SD on it. Essentially, is the thing. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think, considering the matchup that we had, I think we did okay-ish. It was really the early game. I feel like kind of threw a little thing in the. I don't know what the expression is, like a wrench in the, I don't know what it is. Essentially, it didn't really go the way I wanted it to go, and with that being the case, it just essentially meant that the mid game, then I don't think I played it properly as well. Bronzong was a very big problem. Should have potentially brought out my Sylveon earlier and just try to break with Sylveon a little bit earlier. I could have forced massive damage on the Bronzong so that Zapdos then had an easier job. So perhaps I misplayed the Sylveon there. Because locking myself into Shadow Ball, like, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Like, Sylveon was super expendable. Why does he just keep going for Volt Switch? I'm going to SD. I don't think there's any way for me not to SD. Going to Swords Dance, bro. I think at this point in time, it's the only way I have of winning the game. So I'm going to SD. Yeah, he just Volt Switches. Okay, I should be able to live this quite comfortably. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? How much? I need to see Rillaboom now. Rillaboom is the mon that I need to see. How much he does to me with Grassy Glide, because he's not adamant. He's not anything like that. So Grassy Glide does 23%. Let me see how much HP I am at. Let me see how much HP I have. Let me see how much HP I have after Grassy Terrain and Leftovers. I think I'm gonna like just King's Shield again because I don't think I have any reason not to. Like +2 Shadow Sneak does like, yeah, 50% to the Rillaboom. So as long as he's below that, I think I'll be okay. Field Form, yeah. So I'm at 57 HP, that's 39%. Glassy Guide does 29 maximum. I think my play is just a King's Shield again. I'm essentially trying to get into range of like +4, like to where like 2 Grassy Glides don't kill me. Goes for knockoff. Okay, that's going to make his attack drop. But I don't think I can SD because knockoff even at -1, Grass Knot still does way too much damage. Right? To a point where like Grass Knot plus 75. I can live this. I think the only way I win this is if I go to +4 anyway, so I'm just gonna go for it. The only way I win it is if I go to +4. Like -1, like Grassy Glide may not kill me, so I don't know. I just think I have to go for another SD. Nox should not kill me. Did he crit? What the heck then? I'm confused. Are you like Expert Belt? I'm so confused. I have to ask Auto for his spread because that calc does not make sense at all. That calc does not make sense at all because even at like at -1 and a max attack, Expert Belt Rillaboom does between 46 and 54. So if he's Expert Belt, then he had a chance to 2-hit KO me. But if he's not Expert Belt, if he's not boosting item, there's no way that should have killed me. Because he was at -1, right? Because I King's Shield, he knocked off. Wait, was he pads and I missed it? Oh, I think that's what happened. I think he's pads, and because he wasn't at -1, knockoff kills me. Oh, I think that's what it was. You know what? I gotta start playing with these guys because I clearly missed what the heck just happened there. Unfortunately, we lose. I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't feel like I played the game the best, but I think at the same time, the matchup was super, not in my favor because, again, I have a Rain team. He has a Rillaboom and a Tapu Koko, so that's never going to end super, super well. If he had one or the other, you know, you can kind of just sort of like prep accordingly and like try to play around it, but I don't think I played the best, and the matchup wasn't the best either. So unfortunately, we are going to fall. I think we got 2 points out of the brackets, which is not terrible. Next week, there won't be any upload because it will be the finals. And then the week after that, we'll have bracket number 2, which I'll be using a different team. So that'll be interesting. Anyways, GG's to Auto. Obviously, make sure to go ahead and check them out in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, then obviously leave a like on the video, and I will see you all next time. Peace.